Thinking about Queen Elizabeth II's fashion choices in the latter part of her reign, we associate bold style choices and bold colours, particularly in those last few decades. And these are often associated with some incredibly memorable occasions. And we have some pieces here which will probably stir memories for many people. So this is a wonderful dress, very striking design by Angela Kelly, which was made in the year of Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee in 2012. And many people will remember that that was also the year of the London Olympics. This particular dress, as part of that wardrobe of clothes created by Angela Kelly for the Jubilee, was one that I think stands out in people's memories. And it also shows this tremendous sense of fun that the Queen had, and which clearly she was prepared to demonstrate through her fashion choices. So the dress, as you can see, is in this very striking colour. It's a kind of difficult to describe colour. It's a pinky, peachy sort of colour. And I think the reason it's difficult to put our finger exactly on what that colour is because Angela Kelly went to so much trouble to find a colour that didn't correspond to any national flag of the participating countries in the London Olympics in 2012. And she succeeded. And this dress, I think, sticks in our mind because, as many of you will remember, we saw, or we thought we saw, the Queen's apparent appearance at the London Olympics parachuting out of a helicopter. Prior to that, we saw her on screen with James Bond, Daniel Craig, playing the part at that time, walking through Buckingham Palace and getting into a helicopter. But of course, what we actually know is that it was a stunt double, Gary Connery, wearing a complete replica, albeit on a slightly different scale, to this amazing dress. And it's just fascinating to see the two side by side and understand how they work together to pull off that amazing stunt that 900 million people saw on that day. I think when we look at the design, we can see that this is a really interesting piece, and particularly elegant with its asymmetric details. So we have this pleated silk that we see over the shoulders and around the back of the neckline, and the silk is overlaid with a lace which has been re-embroidered in gold thread with sequins, with beads and different coloured golds, which adds to the overall elaborate decoration of the piece. And then with the asymmetric part of the upper skirt, beneath we see the pleated design coming through again. The same details are obviously replicated on the double dress, but this time there are a few alterations. The skirt is finished in a slightly different way. The skirt is also longer, obviously to look proportionally correct for the stuntman. And then one surprising detail is that, for modesty reasons, the skirt here is also complete with bloomers, because obviously jumping out of the helicopter, the stuntman needed to preserve his modesty in that particular moment. The other detail that's replicated here is this crystal brooch, which replicates the diamond brooch worn by Her Majesty the Queen for that occasion, which was a gift from William IV to Queen Adelaide in the 19th century. One of the other key differences of this piece, to make it as wearable as possible and as safe as possible for the stuntman to wear, is that it has extra fastenings around the back, which would have allowed the stuntman to securely wear his harness, and then the dress to be zipped over to give the most discreet finish to the piece. And it's really fun to see those details, particularly as the back of the dress is left plain, as well as that would have been completely concealed by the parachute. When we look at these pieces, we remember that occasion with a great deal of fun. It was a very celebratory moment, and it was something that I think many people thought they would never ever see. There was that sense of disbelief when we thought we saw Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II jumping out of a helicopter at the London Olympics. But this also reminds us of those historic moments, those very evocative times, which are deeply etched in our memories and also in our national history.